And how do you feel about the last shot that you got there?
I felt pretty good about it. Just trying to get the best shot up possible. It's funny because I was in that moment I was kind of trying to decide whether I was gonna go up with two hands and trying to shoot a jump shot or do a floater. And I just kind of last minute I just switched it to a floater and I was able to get a good look and went in. You know what I mean? I really can't explain it. Just trying to get to a spot and rising up and getting the shot off.
And you struggled from the field for a long portion of the game. What's different about the past and now, knowing that it falls on you and how you need to kind of continue finding ways or getting guys involved? Like, what is the process you're kind of going through as you're learning, the relationship with DA?
Yeah, it's a new kind of mindset for me, just in general, knowing that, I got enough time to get myself back in the game while, taking initiative and trying to get everybody involved early. That's what I've been trying to do the last couple of games. And, shooting the ball, it hasn't been working out well for me, but I think I've been happy with the progress because usually in the past I would just fade that whole game and I just wouldn't be effective at all. And now, obviously I got the ball in my hands a lot more, and I'm just trying to keep myself calm through those times. It can get frustrating when you're not making shots and you feel like you're not in a good rhythm where you think you should be. You know what I mean? In that time, and I just try to stick with it. Trusting that eventually the shot's gonna fall. And today the shots fell at the right time. And that's what the coach has been preaching to me. Like, at the end of the games, you most likely gonna have the ball in your hands, and that's when all the best players, regardless of how they play throughout the whole game, that's when they, rise to the occasion. So, like I said, obviously shooting the ball, it wasn't the best night for me, but I was just happy that I closed out the game and was still poised and making good plays for others.
When you talk about getting more comfortable being the guy to close things out late, is that something that just comes with more reps, or like how do you go about getting more comfortable?
It's just a matter of feel. Like, seeing what we need at a time. Like, every game is different. Like, I might not have, like tonight, I didn't have really going, so I was just trying to find the best shot possible for myself or others. You know what I mean? Sometimes it didn't work out, sometimes it did. But as long as we getting good shots, quality shots each and every time that we feel good about, and sometimes I might have it going, and I'm just freestyle. So, like, I'm making shots, and it's time to go. You know what I mean? Just test and see how many shots I can make to finish out the game. But, like I said, it takes, trial and error. You know what I mean? Kind of getting comfortable in those situations and understanding, I've been here before, in this exact situation before, and I know exactly how to handle it.
And what were your impressions of Aiden tonight?
Nah, he was great. You know what I mean? Obviously, extra motivation playing your former team.
He denied that.
He denied it.
He denied that?
It's gonna be natural. You know what I mean? Whether he knows it or not, like, you know what I mean. I feel like it's always an extra motivation playing your former team. And so, like I said, we made emphasis in getting him involved really early in the game and throughout the game, and that kind of boosted him up, and it boosted the team up because he was just being dominant in the paint for us, and it was him in the pocket. They were sending two at me, and I was able to get him going through there, just finding different ways to give him the ball, whether it was in transition duck ins or in the pocket, like I said. And so that kind of got him going and was able to impact the game a lot for us.
How do you feel like you're adjusting to being the guy that teams are sending two at all the time?
I think I've been doing pretty well. I think for the most part, one thing I've been learning is, just watching other teams and watching their guys, play against, it might be a different coverage or not. They just play the game. They don't overthink the coverage or not. And that's what I think I did in the past. And now I'm just playing the game. You know what I mean? Whether, they sending two at me, I'm driving it, or just hitting the pocket, not overthinking it, and just playing the game and let everything, take care of itself. And so that's why I think, what happened to me before, I was just in my head about, like, they send it to me, what I do. And now you just play the game. If the shots are going to come to you, the pass is going to be there. You know what I mean? They're trying to send two. You either go past them or hit the pocket. It's just kind of the same thing. And then most of the teams don't change, what they do in general. You know what I mean? So you just figure out ways to score within the game.
Playing against Nurk, a guy who you've got that relationship with on the offensive end. He knows what you kind of want to do. Does that make the decision easier for you? Because he knows when you're trying to get to the outside. He rode you to the sideline a couple times, picked the foul. But does that make it easier for you in the process, though? Like, I know this guy knows what I want to do, so I just need to simplify this process and make the right read.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Especially like early in the game, I saw that he was there a couple of times on the dribble around, and I was just like, all right, if he comes up, I'm gonna just hit the pocket, or I'm gonna try to get around, or hit the skip pass, and just see what we get from there. You know what I mean? But there was kind of emphasis of trying to hit the pocket and making Nurk try to play both, and helping Da, get his shot going a little bit too. So, just trying to see where I can get away with against him that knows. You know what I mean? Like, he played with Dame a lot, and I'm pretty much watched Dame my whole career too as well. So, you know what I mean? He pretty much knows exactly what we like to do when we come up pick and rolls for the most part.
And would you say you're showing more emotion on the court, or being more kind of emotive out there? 'Cause it seems like you've kind of been a little more.
Trying to a little bit. You know what I mean? Trying to get some foul calls, trying to see if I can work the refs a little bit. But it's just kind of trying. It's coming natural, honestly. It's not nothing I've been forcing, but like probably the most animated I ever got was when I got that take in the Dallas game, and I was just trying to get the team going because we were in a rut, and I was like, I gotta do something. You know what I mean? So I just try to show a little bit of emotion, get the team riled up so we can get back into the game.